Kristen Neff is somebody that I admire so much, Dr. Neff. She is an amazing researcher and really helped the field with her work on self-compassion. She outlines three important tenets. She would talk about self-kindness instead of self-judgment, common humanity instead of isolation, and mindfulness instead of rumination. And so when she discusses these 3 points, some of these concepts, we understand these words, but we don't know how to do them. And that's why they're a practice that we do with somebody is we learn how to be kind to myself. Kindness is not indulgence. It's not lowering my standard. People are often afraid that self-compassion means I'm just going to be okay with failing, right? It's not actually about lowering your goalpost at all. There's still the pursuit of excellence. The analogy I often use is if you were climbing a mountain, performance-based acceptance would say your worth is at the top of that mountain. And until you get there, you don't get to feel worthy. Self-compassion would say the goal is still to summit the mountain. That is the goal. That hasn't changed. But what's really cool is I get to carry my worth with me from the bottom to the top. My worth is not in question here. This is more of a sense of as I struggle, let's say unexpected weather comes in, I can't summit that mountain. Self-compassion is able to acknowledge the grief of my plan not working out, acknowledge the loss of what I wanted to see happen and that the journey's changing, but it doesn't have to say, well, now I'll never reach my worth, right? And that's the advantage of self-compassion is it's not about giving up on a goal or lessening your pursuit of excellence. It's about how am I going to treat myself along the journey. Common humanity is just about remembering that comparison is not the goal, but that we don't suffer alone. So in my office, there's a road behind it that cars drive by. And a lot of times with clients, we'll do a mindfulness practice where I'll have us focus our attention on, we don't know these people driving by, but each one of them is a human with a story. Some are having the best day of their life. Some are having the worst day. Some, it's just the most average day for them. And we just send goodwill to them, whatever they're experiencing. But we know that if we're doing that, there's a common humanity of there must be others out there wishing strangers well too. And that can be encouraging to know that despite all the trouble going on in the world, there are people that wish well for us. And there's people that go through the same suffering each day. So to the parent who's worried about their kid, to the spouse that doesn't know if their marriage is going to last, to the provider that is worried that their job is not going to last, and what are they going to do for their future? All of these things are not felt alone. I walk through this journey with people and we support each other. So unlike comparison, common humanity knows that I am not isolated. And that's the worst part of pain is that I would suffer this by myself and have to walk this journey alone. The mindfulness over rumination is important because mindfulness allows us to not ignore our feelings, but to choose which one we are going to prioritize. So dissociation would be saying, I'm trying to get rid of this feeling. I don't want to feel it at all. Mindfulness welcomes grief, sadness, anger, shame into the room. Mindfulness understands that to-do list that's on my mind, I don't have to get rid of it. It's welcome to come sit with me. But there are things that I know represent my values, my joy, represent fond memories that I don't want to miss out on today. And so I am not going to tell myself that until I, have this adversarial relationship with my emotions, so I defeat anxiety or anger, that I can't feel that. I'm going to compassionately bring those on with me. And together we're going to say, I may be anxious today, but I'm going to enjoy that walk. I'm going to enjoy hugging my child today. I'm going to enjoy looking through my pictures on my phone and seeing the memories that have already been made. I bring the sadness with me to that. And by holding those next to each other, that is such a healing moment of being able to create space for those harder emotions in life, but also ones that are the light, the best things that we have. And setting them right next to each other is more of what we need for healing than trying to blot out one or the other. So those are the main tenets of self-compassion. I think that practicing those on a regular basis not only help with healing, but it helps us with resilience as well. So self-compassion doesn't make us weaker. It actually increases our strength because we can begin a healing process that's faster and faster.